What is going on, everyone? So, as you all have known, in my past few videos, I have been, gosh, sorry. I was private, and, I was, I was okay at PvP, but, wasn't getting up there in the ranks, because I was so bad from being a noob whenever I was a noob. So, yup. And I have something amazing to show you guys. I have a brilliant strategy. I will show you my deck setup, my gear, my everything, and just let you know this is not some noob thing. I just got captain, so that's pretty amazing. And it's a big achievement. One more rank, I get commander robe. So, yup. See you in a second, alright? See you in 1 second. Alright, so yeah, I got a better pet, and I'll show you that in just a second, but here's my stats. 88 myth damage, you can read. So, 88 damage, 43 across the board resist, 26 accuracy, so I have 106 accuracy with my spells. Next, 398 crit, 248 block, 21 armor piercing, 97 power pip, 32 incoming heal, 5 shadow bonus. Now, right now, let's go to the gear here. Okay. My hat is Canvas Victor's Hood, and I know that a lot of people have trouble getting all the Darkmoor gear, so I will have alternatives for my gear. So, for the hat, if you cannot get the Canvas Victor's Hood, you either want the Helm of Unknown Tartarus, which has a little more critical, 1 less resist, 1 less armor piercing, 3 less shadow, 3 less power pip, and less health. You sacrifice 4 damage though, and you don't get the shadow stuff. Now that's basically just a downgrade of Canavasi Victor's Hood. Or you can go ahead and, because you get that from Tartarus, you get it from Hades, by the way, yeah. Or you can stick with the crafted gear from Chrysalis, but it only gives resist to the spirits, so that's not very convenient. Or you can go with tier 2 Darkmoor helmet. Now, the tier 3 Darkmoor robe, which is Canavasi, whatever, Canavasi, Victor's gear. It's the same thing as, well, no, it's not the same thing. It's in the same set as my helmet, which you get from Malastare. All of this gear that I'm wearing, you get from Malastare. Go ahead and read that, and if you can't get this, just get Bastion's armor plate from Chrysalis Crafting. And if you can't get that, get the Unknown Tartarus robe. Or you can go with the tier 2 robe of Darkmoor. Canavasi Victor's Greaves, which is the boots of the Darkmoor tier 3, which is from Malastare. You can go ahead and read that. It gives insane block, which you really, really need. You also need the piercing and the power pip. The amazing thing about this is that it has, like, about the Darkmoor gear, it's just OP, you know, everything that has more everything. It has pierce, power pip, resist, damage, and block. All of it. It has it all. If you cannot get this, get the crafting boots from either Azteca or Chrysalis. Azteca has more block, Chrysalis has more damage. Staff of the Twisted Mind. This is Darkmoor wand as well. It's the tier 3. It's the best one. If you this is from Malastare, the third part of the dungeon. If you can't get this, if you can't get this one, you want to get the tier 2 from Darkmoor, which is Darkmoor Part 2, or you can farm the Islanders Horde pack for the Frosty Stair Tiki Torch, and if you don't have crowns, you can also, I don't know if I don't think there's a crafted one that's good. So you kind of want to, you really need to farm for this because it has the block and the resist. Or not the block, the pierce, and the critical. You really need the tier 3 wand right up here. Like, if you can't get that, you're gonna be vulnerable to get crit on, and you won't have the critical that I have. Dirk Dimwood Veil. This is the Athame from Darkmoor. It's a little better than the Blade of the Felled Titan, but if you can't get the Athame from Darkmoor, go with the Blade of the Felled Titan. if you're too lazy to farm for the Blade of the Felled Titan, just, I guess, go to the Bazaar, because really you need this for the resist, or not the resist, the block and the damage. That's the main thing that you need this for. So stick with one of these two. I use kind of Devasium Medallion. I use this because the Pierce, the Health, the Critical, and the Resist. And with my strategy, I don't heal. That's the thing. And if you don't, like, you can kind of tweak my strategy just a little bit and use a Life Mastery, but you won't be able to crit on people as much, and you won't have enough Pierce, or have as much Pierce and Resist. So that's one of your options. Alpha and Omega Ring. If you can't get this one, just look for better rings. Sorry. Your pet. You need to have a pet with spellproof. That's a must-have. You need to have spellproof. And preferred a healing, like one heal. But if you can't get a heal, you know, that's fine. But this pet has saved my life before, so yup. And this has critical, and you need some critical. But if you can't get critical, it's okay. You just won't be able to crit on them as easily. And also, you want some damage. I have this pet, or I use this one. This one was my first pet. This one is not nearly as good. All I have to do, the only better thing about this is that I get 8 more damage. That's the only thing. So, you want a pet like this. I use the Arcana of Solar Arc, Solar Arch. I use this for the critical. You craft it in the Sardonyx in Chrysalis, so that gives me the critical and a lot of sideboard. You know that guy with the cocaine? Turns out he's a coke dealer. Okay, you want 2 stun shields. This, you want 3 or 6 volcanic shields, because fire and storm are powerful. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all this. You can have all of this stuff. Just do the exact thing that I do, okay? You should do that right there. Pause and look at it. Okay, this is my TC. I will tell you how to form the Mystic Colossus into a TC, because the reason I have this is because it's gonna, if your strategy will not work if you don't have a Mystic Colossus at the right moment, so you need to be able to grab one out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna add another one. What you do is, you take your Mystic Colossus spell, the real spell, go into a noob fight or whatever, like out in Unicorn Way, and enchant it with a TC enchant. And it becomes a TC, and you can plop it right in your deck. So, by the way, these Time of Legends, you want to make sure that when you go to the Bazaar, you get the ones that are plus 45. You don't want plus 35 or 25. You want plus 45. Okay, so now that that is done, I will get into a match and kind of show you guys the strategy. It kind of, it's more of you lean whichever way has a better chance, you know. Either if they, like, you know, if they have stun blocks or a lot of shields. You don't want a Medusa, you want to get a King Art and all that stuff. So, show you that in just a second. I'll be in the match. The swag is real! Right. Oh, so the strategy is, depending on their school, either King Art, then Mystic, or Medusa, then Mystic. Probably going to be King Art and Mystic for this guy. See his life. Fizz. And before you get the pips, what I like to do is I like to start off, if I go first, like, really if I go first or not, just straight off one blade. Of course, the Weaver spam. And then I like to shield and use my bubble, then I hit and just pwn. Thank you for the wand. Thank you for the wand. Why can't I draw? There was some lag there. hoping he towers. Well, I guess not really hoping, but I hope he wastes a turn on a tower, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, this is good. If I can't get a bubble in, if it's risky, you know, like, because they might weaken me or something, if it's risky, I just stun then hit instead of bubble. Did I just crit on a shadow? That's ridiculous. Please tower. Please tell me towered. That's a heal. Oh, disco, whoa. Breakdancing. I hate sprites. I had to skip the sprite, it's stupid. Yes, he towered. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. This is so good. It's delicious. It's delicious. If he towers again, I'm gonna stun to let the overtime take off his shield, then I'm gonna hit for the Jage. Maybe, probably. Maybe. Especially if I crit on his face. Ooh. See, that's why you need that's why you need crit. They have 398, and with the Darkmoor average, 248 block has probably a 75-25 chance of blocking. Like the 25 is the crit on them. They have a 75% chance of blocking, so maybe a little more. I don't know. Probably not more though. So that's good, because he's gonna die today. He's dead. Is he jading? Pass. Well, GG. Well, I don't know. I don't want to be cocky. Never mind. And just to add in another overtime, I guess. So he can't triage, you know. Yeah, it's GG. Should be. All my friends, they're different people. Waiting. If I crit on him again, I'm feeling sorry. This should be the end of it. Did he have 3,000 health? It's the end of it. Oh, what if his sprite saved him? Nah, it's GG. He didn't even like touch me. So yeah, that's the strategy. You definitely want to try that. So usually if they are either storm, anything that can kill you super fast, you want to use a Medusa instead of King Art, and then like Medusa, Mystic Colossus, and then if they're any of the other schools, which you know aren't as powerful, they're more conservative, you want to use the overtime, then Mystic Colossus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So thanks for watching. See you in my next video, and stay in school, don't do drugs.